So The Walking Dead Season 6. This season's basically just the one where Negan shows up. I mean, that's how people are going to remember this one. So the first half of the season is about the group finding a huge walker herd in this canyon. I enjoyed that subplot. I like how there's more walkers and there's not so many bad humans, which are just the same thing everywhere. It's good for character development because you get time for characters that haven't really had much interaction before to interact. So
Michonne?
Yeah?
Back when you were in that place, where I lived, did you take one of my protein bars?
No.
So Morgan from the first season comes back and he refuses to kill. This philosophical debate is cool, you know how Rick's like, do you really think you can survive in this world without killing somebody? And then Morgan, you know, says, yes, I do believe so. And it also makes it interesting is that Morgan, you know, he has this no-kill rule and he never has to break it. I mean, well, he might, but I'm not going to spoil anything. But as far as, you know, this first half of the season goes, so speaking, you know, there's the people from the last season with the W's carved into the foreheads. They're the wolves. You know, they represent the people that have just lost simply all of their humanity. They basically turn into animals. I mean, they're not advanced. They don't really have a group. They don't really have a camp. They just, you know, they are basically bandits. They're basically animals, you know, intelligent animals. They don't follow any rule. They have a leader, I guess, but they represent the complete loss of civilization. And, you know, they're taken out kind of quickly, to be honest. I mean, the entire last season was kind of built up. You know, the wolves are coming next season. The wolves are coming. And they just got taken out, like, really quickly. Like, they didn't really serve much of a purpose in the show. The second half of the show, the second, 8 episodes, is about Negan. The group finds out about a huge group of survivors that are basically making a bunch of other groups give them stuff. It just didn't transition well. I mean, you know, the 9th episode, I believe, is kind of where it transitions from the giant herd to this, and they just kind of wrapped up the story, kind of ex machina. Anyone that didn't really fit into the next part of the story, they just either got rid of for no reason, if you know what I mean. You know, this is a good story, you know, about Negan and the Saviors, but you know they're not going to do a lot until season 7, so it kind of, you know, those last 7 episodes kind of drag, because you know that Negan and the Saviors, they're going to be the main antagonists of season 7, and so, you know, in season 6, they're just introducing them, and it just takes a while to get things going. So there's some new weird romances too, like Abraham and Sasha. It's super forced. Both the characters don't really pull it off. The romance isn't developed. It's just not good. There's a Carol Tobin romance too, which doesn't really work. I mean, Tobin was such a minor character. Putting him with someone as major as Carol just didn't really serve a purpose. So the main cast is still really good as far as characters go. Jeffrey Dean Morgan, though, he was an insane pick as Negan, and he's only in the show, you know, for like 15 minutes or so, but still, he was a great choice. Ever since, you know, I saw that he was cast, I thought that was a great choice. I was a big fan of his performance in Watchmen. I know he's a great bad guy, and he fulfilled, at least for the little bit of the show he was in. I don't like the new cast.
Our days are numbered. Till then, it's like you always say. We're society's only protection.
From what?
You kidding me? From themselves. Son of a bitch.
No, come here! What?
Get your stinking hands off me.
What the hell happened to us? What happened to the American dream?
What happened to the American dream? It came true. You're looking at it.
And he fulfilled, at least for the little bit of the show he was in. I don't like the new Carol. I mean, I know everyone's saying this, but there's this new story arc she has where she's just killed so many people. She's just, you know, the weight of it is finally kind of getting to her. And I just don't like the fact that they're doing that. I mean, I think they could just do a lot more. I mean, there's ways to develop character without having them regress. Another thing that I really like whenever a show does is when there's a character who's originally unlikable but gets more likable. So in this case, it would be Gabriel and Eugene. I like, you know, characters like that who originally you don't really like, and then they give you a good reason to start liking them. It's good for character growth. I just like it when that happens. So skip to this time on the clock to skip the spoilers right here. So I was relieved when I found out Glenn wasn't dead, at least not this time. I was one of the people, I didn't really want him to be dead because I know he's such a great character, and I don't think I would have quit watching the show if he was dead. I just think the show would have lost a lot if he had died. So the whole thing, they just killed off Jesse, Ron, and Sam right off the bat. that just didn't work. I mean, you know, there's this Rick-Jesse romance that actually, you know, they had decent chemistry together, and then I guess the writers were like, well, there's no real way for these three to fit into the Negan Savior story arc, so just die, kills all three of them, like, right off the bat. All the deaths were kind of sad. I mean, like, Denise's death, and the whole Rick-Michonne romance actually works. I mean, the two have really good chemistry. You know, it's been kind of hinted at a few times, especially in Season 4, when Carl and Michonne kind of had formed this mother-son bond. All in all, this is a great show. This season is up there with Season 5 and 1, but I don't think it's quite as good as either. This season, it does what The Walking Dead should do, but sometimes I feel like they're trying to make it so intense it's not necessarily, you know, they're trying to make the story so intense they're not concerned with making the story good. I'd say the best episode is Here's Not Here. It's the Morgan-centric one. I really like that episode. I mean, I know a lot of people said it was slow, and yeah, it kind of was, but, you know, Lenny James and the other guy do such a great job, and it's just, you know, the characters and the different, you know, philosophical takes that episode shows, it's just really interesting, and I enjoyed it. I'd say the show's worth watching at the premiere. So yeah, be sure to subscribe. Bye.